Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my mani for the weekly Stamping Saturday Collab, and this week's theme is space. So on my nails already, I have 2 coats of Bases Loaded Lacquer Luminol, and this is from her Netflix and Kill collection, which she did Halloween. She didn't do one this previous year, so it was Halloween of 20, I want to say. So 2 coats of that, and as soon as I saw it, I thought that would be the perfect background for a space mani. I mean, look. Can you see anything else on here besides space? All right, so I've got 2 coats of that. I'm going to use my Maniology and Kelly Marissa plate, BMXL213. And I will be stamping several of these images. And then after that dries, I'm going to, I think, try and put maybe some planets on. But I think I want to try and play with some pigment powders. So we'll see how much time I have, but I really want to do that. So let me put this down and get my white stamping polish, which this one's getting kind of low. Do I have another one sitting right here? I thought I did. I guess I don't. Okay, so this one is my Maniology Bam White. So I'm going to stamp some stars on all of my nails. I'll zoom you a little bit more. There we go. So I'm definitely gonna do this one, and either this one or this one. I don't know yet though. But then this one on all the other nails. And see, since I'm gonna be doing planets too. Decisions. All right, let me stamp some and then see how I feel. Flip it around to get to that image I'm going to use. Now I'm speeding this part up just so that hopefully this video won't be too long. But see, those corner images, I have problems with them sometimes because that polish likes to stay on the side instead of scraping off all the way. But I am cleaning my plate off with 100% acetone and a cotton ball. And then I decided to go with this image on my index finger. And I try to only swipe once if I can help it. So I swiped down, so when I pick up the image, I am rolling up. I never got the hang of pressing straight down on images to pick them up. They always do better for me when I roll them. So see, that one I just decided, let's see what happens if I scrape once. So even though that excess polish is on the side, it didn't pick up on the stamper. So I was able to just scrape once. Now I'm taking off the excess with a piece of tape, so that way I have less to clean up with acetone later on. And I'm scraping almost completely flat so that most of the polish stays in the image. And see, I'm anchoring my finger so that I will stamp down straight. And I think this is the last one. Yep, on my pinky. There we go. Sorry, I was off frame there. All right, so now I have all of my nails stamped. Now I'm going to go in with my Mani-Allergy Smudge Free Top Coat. And I am a Mani-Allergy ambassador. So if you would use my code LJNails10, I would really appreciate it. I'll earn a small commission and you will get 10% off of your regular purchase items. Okay, and I'm going to speed up this part as well. So when you do your smudge free, you want to try not to go over it, more than once if you can help it, to also minimize your smudging. All right, so my smudge free is dry now, and now I'm gonna go with my Glisten and Glow top coat. I don't want a really thick top coat because after this dries, I have to put a matte top coat on. And you will see why when I get to that point. All right, so now I'm going to use my Sinful Colors matte top coat, Radical Matte top coat. I'm only going to do my middle and ring finger. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Now, the reason why I put a matte top coat on those two is because I'm going to stamp now with my Hit the Bottle Stuck on You, so that I can put some pigment on the stamping. And it says, for Stuck on You, start with a matte or semi-matte finish to your nails. Stamp as normal with Stuck on You. Wait 30 seconds before gently applying pigment with applicator. Not much pigment is needed. Let pigment sit on stamping for a minute or so. Brush away excess pigment to avoid it contaminating your top coat, and then seal your pigment stamping with a water-based or gel top coat. So, this will be my first time using it. Let's see. It's almost, well, not quite dry yet. So, this is going to be a little experiment for both of us. Both of us, like only one of you is watching. All of us. Alright, put my paper towel down because pigments are messy. Alright, so going back with my Kelly Marissa plate. I think I'm going to stamp this one on my middle finger. And I am using the pigment that came with my Stuck on You. It is Sage Advice Hollow Chrome Pigment. Let me open this up before I stamp too. Tap it a little bit. Because I really don't want this going everywhere when I open it. Now, if this is your first time getting a powder, it does not take a lot. So when you first open it, you might think, oh, I got gypped. There's hardly anything in here. a little goes a long way. Like I'm just gonna use what's in the lid. There's my little applicator. Might hit the bottle. Okay. Oops. Let's zoom in here so you can really see what I'm doing. I'm just barely going to get some on my applicator. I'm just going to tap it. And see, I even got too much. Am I just still on there? Okay, now I'm gonna rub it in a little bit. This powder is so pretty. Can you see it? I'm gonna brush and brush off the excess. It's so pretty. And look at that hollow. All right. All right, the next one is, I want to do the sun, but I'm going to use a different powder for that one. For that one, I'm going to use the Sun Sign from Maniology. And I haven't used this one before either. That didn't do too good because I think there's a face on the sun. Better. Now I'm going to use this powder to make my sun gold. So just like the other green hollow powder I used, I'm just going to use a very little bit off of this lid. And I'm going to tap it in. Tap, tap, tap. And then once I get that tapped in everywhere, then I'm going to, just like the other powder I did, I'm going to rub it in. But I can already tell that this one is working differently than the powder that came with the stamping polish. This one seems to be sticking everywhere, not just to where I stamped. So it's at this point I'm thinking, maybe I'm just trying to do too much extra. Maybe I should have just stopped at the simple star stamping that I did. Because, yeah, this excess is not coming off. That's just a big old blob of gold right there. So I'm trying to wipe off more to see if it'll come off and only stick to the stamping, but yeah, it's not. It's all over that nail, everywhere I put the powder. So I was debating about whether I was even going to post this video or not because of that. And then I decided, you know what? Sometimes you learn more through mistakes and watching other people's mistakes than you do doing it yourself and getting it right. So y'all get to see this mistake with me. So now I'm going to top it with my smudge-free top coat because, again, you want to top your hollow powders with a water-based top coat so it won't dull the hollow. And the more I'm even looking at this first one I did, the more I'm thinking I shouldn't have done that either because it's just too busy with this gorgeous polish and then the stars stamped on top. Even though it's a gorgeous powder, it's really hard to see for the stamped stars on there. So I'm not 100% happy with it, but you know, it is what it is. So here's my swatch photo coming up, and then everyone else's photos. And I will have all of their links listed in the description below. So go check their videos out as well. And I want to thank you so much for joining me this week. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.